Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. It's Thursday, so it's me time, and it's Adrienne Marks, and I hope you're having a wonderful time. And I apologise that I never spoke to you last week. Lots of technical difficulties. Um, but it's been a very exciting 2 weeks. So I hope you're having a good time. And I want to talk to you today about living your dreams. And those of you who listen to me and know what I'm all about know that I walk the talk, and whatever I say, I do. I don't just say this is what you need to do. This is what I do as well. And you all know that I've had some problems in my life, as we all do, and life isn't as smooth and as wonderful as we'd like it to be. Well, for a couple of years now, when it gets to the winter, my body starts to, it doesn't like the cold or the damp. And if you live in the northern hemisphere, as I do at the moment, you'll realize what I'm saying is right. And the dark mornings, the dark evenings, it just doesn't do me good. The cold, as I say, the damp gets into my bones. 2 years ago, I spent so much time in hospitals having tests because they couldn't work out what was the matter with me. I couldn't breathe, and it was horrible. It wasn't very good. And then last year I had a series of accidents, and again it was all down to the weather. And I've been toying with the idea of going to live somewhere warm, somewhere where goes, the weather suits my clothes. And that's what I'm going to do. So this is very, very exciting. And it's funny, once you put it out there, how things start working. Because I hadn't really got an idea about where I wanted to go. I just wanted to go somewhere where the weather was good all the time. And over the last year, towards the end of last year, some things started happening for me around Spain. And a very, very good friend of mine said, maybe you're meant to go to Spain. And I said, oh, I don't think so. It's never been on my radar. I've been to Spain, but I wasn't really excited about it. Anyway, then I had a couple of more things happen earlier in the year. Two things in particular, all pointed towards Spain. I went out twice to different areas, but it was all coming together. And then a mutual friend got in touch with me and said that she'd heard that I wanted to come out, and I said I'd like to come out and just have a look. And this was a totally different area. I'd not seen this area, and the area is called Costa Calida. And I don't know if you know it at all. It's or if you know Spain, it's just below Alicante. So it's on the southern coast, and it's beautiful. And there is an area there called Mar Menor, and this area is it's a lagoon, and it has, in this lagoon, it's not a man-made lagoon, it's a natural thing. And these waters are very healing. They have calcium and minerals and manganese and just all sorts of things. And they swim in these waters, and the temperature is very temperate. It's very good all year round. In January, it doesn't go below, I don't know, 12, 14 degrees, something like that. In the summer, it can get, apparently they had very, very hot weather this year. Come for respiratory problems, for healing bones, arthritis, rheumatism, and just for the amazing, incredible way of life. And I'm not telling you this to boast, but just to say that sometimes you just have to listen to your heart and know that what the universe is telling you is the right thing. I can't tell you what an amazing week I had. I stayed at this friend's house. She doesn't live there anymore. She lives in Murcia, which is just the city, the region is called Murcia, and she lives there now. It used to be her house, but it's now empty. And it was just beautiful. I had this huge house to myself with a, you know, a lovely two terraces and a patio where I sat out in the evening. I did a lot of walking by the most exquisite beaches. Um, and as I said to somebody earlier this week when she was talking about something, and I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. My eyes are glazing over because you've got to remember I've been on Planet Adrienne all last week. And that's how I feel. It was the most incredible week. So, bottom line is, I'm going out to live there for certainly for 6 months to this house, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. And I am so looking forward to it. And what I want to say to you is that sometimes we have a goal or we have a dream, and it just seems impossible, and you just think, I have no idea how I'm going to get there. How can I do this? And I got to a stage where I just felt I have to do it for my sanity, for my health. And that's the thing. If you want something so badly, it doesn't matter. The how doesn't matter. What you've got to do is just say to the universe, I want this. And I know it's right for me. Because you know in your heart when things are right for you. And so that's what I want to tell you tonight, that you just have to trust. I had no idea when I started thinking about finding somewhere warm. And over the last few years, there have been other things that have come up, and I've thought, oh, I'll end up living there or end up living there. And it would not be quite right. And I got very disheartened and very unhappy. And I thought I'm meant to be here forever. And then I thought, no. And then as the year had started, as I say, all these things started coming together for me. I just thought, that's obviously where I'm meant to be. And then this house literally fell in my lap. The opportunity to stay there fell in my lap. And so that's it, because you start opening your eyes to the possibilities of what's out there. You don't write this goal and say it's got to be this, I've got to live there, it's got to be, and you're just so closed-minded. You say to the universe, this is what I want, but you allow the universe, it's my old sat nav thing. You put the destination in, and my destination was I needed to live somewhere warm. And I wanted a beach, and I wanted the sea, the most amazing. I've got the Mediterranean. I've got the most beautiful, beautiful beaches that I've ever seen, and lovely neighbours too. And I put that out there. I put out that this is what I want. I want somewhere where I can feel happy, feel content, but be with people, be in a community. And I've got all that. And I had no idea when I started about it, sort of this time last year, really, that where I was going to end up. I can't believe it. It's very exciting. this is what I want to tell you. This is what I want to impress upon you, that you mustn't give up, that you must say to the universe, okay, this is my destination. And you put it in your sat nav and you say, right, now please guide me. And be open to suggestions. Don't sort of close your mind off, because that's what happens. We tend to pull back and we say, no, that's not what I want. And so you just don't allow yourself be, don't allow yourself the possibilities. And for me, last week was the most incredible. If people who know me well would have seen me, they'd have thought, that's not Adrienne, because I was so chilled, so in the moment. I spent a lot of time waiting for buses. And I got very into the manana thing. They do that really, really well in Spain. And I was just, well, you know, there were timetables for these buses, and I would get to the bus station at about 5-10 minutes early, and then I'd sit and I'd wait and I'd wait, and then I thought, okay, I got a book. What do I need to rush for? And I'd just sit and I'd just wait, and eventually the bus would turn up. One morning it didn't turn up at all, and I thought, okay, well, it's obviously not meant to turn up, and I went off and I did something else. And that's what you need to do. You need to say, okay, it is what it is. Even on my flight back, I was sitting next to this lovely old couple, and when it took ages to board the plane. I mean, it must have been about 45 minutes before we were even allowed to board. And then we finally got on, and everybody finally got on, and we, you know, do our seatbelts up, and we're sitting on the plane. And I'm talking away to the lady next to me, and then an announcement comes over from the pilot to say that we have a problem, Houston, we have a problem, and we're going to be half an hour on the ground. He can't take off for half an hour. And there are all these big groans going on. And the lady next to me said, oh, well, this is terrible. And I said, do you know, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just what it is. So we might as well just sit and, you know, there's no point getting stressed. Stress is only going to make you feel bad. Just sit there and relax and chill out. And I had my Kindle and I was reading. And then about 10 minutes later, the pilot came on and he said he'd been given the go ahead to start the engine, and he figured we'd be in out another 10 minutes. But the amazing thing was, this was incredible. We had quite a lot of, which was strange. It wasn't the smoothest journey I've ever known. And there were we kept hitting air pockets and sort of dropping a little bit, nothing sort of, you know, disastrous or horrible. And I had actually gone off to the toilet. And then when I came back, I said to the lady, I said, was there a message? Was there a thing? And she said, oh yeah. I said, because I couldn't hear it in the toilet. And she said, oh yes, it's he said that we're going to be landing. And I was like, really? That's incredible. And when we landed on time, which was strange because we did actually take off half an hour late. I said to her, see, I told you not to worry. I told you we'd be here on time. And she said, which was really quite funny and very sweet. She said, oh, I think he was going too fast. That's why we kept hitting all those air pockets, which I thought was really lovely. But that was the weird thing. We took off half an hour late and we still ended up landing on time, which was very, very odd. So what I'm saying is, if the sat nav says go left, go left. Enjoy the journey, literally, because you'll probably end up on time anyway. And stressing out is only upsetting you. It's only getting yourself in a state. It doesn't help. It doesn't help the situation. If you're sitting in a traffic jam, just think, okay, well, I'm sitting in the traffic jam. I can't do anything about it. If you make a plan to do something and it doesn't work out, then it's not meant to. Maybe there's something better out there for you. And I think that for me, what I wanted 2 years ago, which I thought was going to be the answer to a maiden's prayer, and I was very upset when it wasn't. I realized that obviously the universe had something better for me. And it has, because, and I have no idea what's going to happen when I get out there. And that's the exciting part. It's the adventure. And I've said this so many times before, you know, I'm not, what's the expression, a spring chicken. I'm a, quotes, mature lady. I'm 68 years old. But you know what? Everybody I've said to, everybody I've told so far this week, it's only Thursday, I've had so many people say, "Oh my God, that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you." Oh, maybe I could do it. I was talking to somebody this morning. He's a man in his late 40s, 2 children, and one on the way, and a wife who had some real sort of health problems. And he was saying to me, "Oh my God," he said, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just pack up and go." And I said, "Why not? It's an awesome place to bring up children. It really is. It's beautiful. Good weather. You know, they're not frightened to play out in the street. It's fantastic." And I've had several people say that. Lots of people just be really, really happy for me, really glad for me. People, somebody in fact who I never thought would be. And there's still, I've got lots of people to tell. But that's the thing, you don't know. You don't know what you're capable of until you just step out of that comfort zone, because the comfort zone isn't a comfort zone. It's an uncomfortable zone. It's somewhere where we are out of habit. We are, because other people have forced us there, because it's the easy option. Well, nobody said life has to be easy, you know, but I think life should be exciting. I think life should be an adventure. It's taken me far too long to, and that's why I always say to you week after week how important it is that whether you're 18 or 98, it doesn't matter. Life is for living. I heard about somebody yesterday, I think, a young man in his early 50s, very, very fit, and just died of a heart attack. Left behind a wife, 2 children, young children. So you never know what's going to happen. And that's, you know, that's a really, really sad thing. And the person that was telling me about it was saying the sad thing was next year they had planned, this couple had planned to do this amazing trip with their kids in the summer. They were going to do, like, you know, 2 months of around America. They were going to go to Disneyland. They were going to do all sorts of wonderful things. And they can't do it now. I remember many, many, many years ago, an uncle of mine, I was very excited because I was well, I was telling him and my aunt about the fact that my fiance and I had just booked the hall for the reception for our wedding, which was a year in advance, and this was in the September. And my aunt, who was not the kindest of people, turned around and said, oh, we won't be here because we're going on a special, because it's our special wedding anniversary in September, next September, and we'll be going. And my uncle said to her, you know, we could go afterwards. We could go after the wedding. We'll see. Anyway, sad to tell, and this is, you know, the God's honest truth. My uncle had a heart attack in the January and died. My aunt never went on her cruise. She never celebrated her 40th anniversary or whatever the special anniversary was. So that's why you have to live now. That's why you have to take your me time now. That's why you have to look after yourself now, because tomorrow might be too late. I couldn't wait another winter because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to me next year. If I'm going to have more bad times, if I'm going to feel worse, and it's just going to be the end of me. That's very dramatic, and I'm sure it wouldn't have been, but I don't want to take that risk. Why should I do that? So what I'm saying to you is that there is no time like the present. The universe wants you to live. The universe doesn't want you to struggle. The universe wants you to enjoy your life, to have fun. It's expensive living in the Western world. It's expensive living here. And, you know, you might be living paycheck to paycheck. You might hate your job. You might be in a rotten relationship or have problems with your kids. But at the end of the day, your marriage, your relationship, your work, it's not about you. You're about you. Your heart is about you. You deserve the very, very best in your life. And the way to get it is to be brave and say, I'm going to do this. And to know what you want and tell the universe what you want and let the universe guide you. Put it in like a direction and say, okay, I'm listening. Now show me the way. Tell me how to get there. And if you need some down-to-earth help as well, I'm here too. As you know, my hand is here for you. I'm here for you. You can contact me on www.adriennemarks.com/contact-us. Contact me. You can have a free mastery discovery session. Let's talk about your stuff. Let's get it out there and let's get over it. Yeah, let's do this thing. And I want to say to you, you know, I'm very, very excited because I'm sure you've seen Radio Works World. We're having our first ever red carpet event this coming Sunday. So we've got 3 more sleeps and it's Sunday, October the 2nd. Oh my God. It is so exciting. We're going to have the most amazing day. There are going to be so many radio hosts there and we're going to have the most wonderful time. And it's all because of this amazing woman called Marina Nani, but it's also because we have all stepped out of our comfort zones. We've all moved ourselves forward. We've just given ourselves that kick up the bottom that we need, because sometimes that's all we do need. We have to get over ourselves and be able to get out there. And then now that we have, our passion, our desire is to help other people, help people like you, and do your thing, become the greatest potential, become the greatest person that you could ever be. All that stuff that's inside you that wants to dance and enjoy the sunshine and be free and have the most amazing, wonderful life, because you only regret things in life you don't do. If you do something that doesn't work out, hell, at least you've tried. You know, if my 6 months in San Pedro del Pinatar doesn't work out, I'll move somewhere else. I'll go to Madrid or Murcia or Valencia or Italy or wherever. Because that's what life's about. Life's about adventures and fun. And don't wait till you're 68 years old to do it. Do it now. Because there is no time like now. That's all you have. Please contact me and let me help you. Let me show you how I've done it and how you can do it too. And once you do it, you won't look back. And you will be surprised at how wonderful life can be and how amazing people around you will get so excited for you, thrilled for you. And maybe they too will be able to move forward because of your example. Thought you move forward and you can bring the people you love with you. Show them how to do it. Because once you've got the tools, once you know how to do it, once you've got the belief in yourself that you can do it, oh my God, there's no stopping you. There will be no stopping you. I promise. It is just the most amazing adventure. And it's yours. It's yours for the asking. It's yours for the taking. You don't have to be in the hamster wheel. You don't have to be part of the people who don't want, the people who want but can't have. You can have. You just have to believe it. There's so much inside of you, so much potential, so much love, so much positivity, so much in there to give to other people. But first of all, you've got to give to yourself. You've got to give your me time. You've got to have your me time. And that's what it's all about. And I want to say that whatever you do, wherever you are this week, have an amazing week. Enjoy yourself. Grab your me time. Remember, even if you can only get 5 minutes a day, sit in the toilet, close the door and just breathe. Just get your me time. Don't stress out because life's not meant to be stressed. Life's meant to be easy. And when you look at it like that, you realize that we have so little control over stuff. What's the point of getting stressed out? You might as well just let it go. Just let it go. And let whatever happens, happens. And just go with the flow. And it's so much more fun than getting stressed out. I can show you how to do it. Have some me time. Have some love. Have some everything that you deserve in your life. www.adriennemarks.com/contact-us. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Come contact me. Have an amazing me time week. I'm sending you lots of love. God bless. Bye-bye.